Did you know that some spectacular winter blooming bulbs can last up to 75 years if well taken care of? A few years ago, I was visiting my mother in her nursing facility, and someone had put an amaryllis bulb in her room. My brother-in-law was going to throw it away, and then he thought, I know who might want that. Well, of course I did. I brought it home. I got it to bloom big, beautiful red blossoms, and now there are several bulbs that have grown from that amaryllis. I keep bringing them back every year, and I want to bring you along so you can fall in love with amaryllis just like me. Let's learn all about them together. Hi, I'm Carol from Almost 2 Acres. Today we're going to talk about everything you need to buy your first or next amaryllis bulb.
Amaryllis are incredibly rewarding to grow, but here's the thing. Not all amaryllis bulbs are created equal, and knowing what to look for can make the difference between a disappointing stem with one small flower and a show-stopping display with multiple stalks and massive blooms. So today we're covering the basics, what amaryllis really is, how to choose quality bulbs, the different types available, and where to buy them. When most of us talk about amaryllis, we're actually talking about plants from the genus Hippeastrum, not true amaryllis. True amaryllis, Amaryllis belladonna, is a South African plant with smaller, more delicate flowers that's commonly called the naked lady because the blooms appear on leafless stems. There are over 500 varieties available. That's a lot of options, which is exactly why choosing the right one matters. Here's the golden rule with amaryllis. Bigger bulbs equal bigger displays. This isn't just gardening folklore, it's a botanical fact. The size of your bulb directly impacts the number of flower stalks you'll get, usually 1 to 3 stalks per bulb, the number of blooms per stalk, 2 to 6 flowers each, and the overall size and impact of those flowers. Amaryllis bulbs are typically sold by circumference, measured in centimeters. Here's what to look for. Small bulbs, 20 to 24 centimeters, usually produce 1 stalk with 2 to 3 flowers. Medium bulbs, 24 to 28 centimeters, usually produce 1 to 2 stalks with 3 to 4 flowers each. Large bulbs, 28 to 32 centimeters, usually produce 2 to 3 stalks with 4 to 6 flowers each. And jumbo bulbs, 32 centimeters, the showstoppers. They give you 2 to 3 stalks with multiple large blooms. When you see amaryllis on sale, especially after the holidays, it's tempting to grab the cheapest option. But trust me, spending a few extra dollars on a larger bulb gives you exponentially more flower power. These bulbs are top-heavy investments in the best possible way. The bulbs you'll find at specialty growers and online retailers are often larger than what you'd see at big box stores. Dutch-grown bulbs, South African bulbs, and those from specialty amaryllis growers tend to be premium sized. Whether you're buying in person or online, here's your quality checklist. The good signs. Firmness. The bulb should feel solid and heavy for its size, like a good onion. Give it a gentle squeeze. It should have no give. Clean, intact skin. The papery outer layer, called the tunic, might be a bit loose or have some peeling, and that's fine, but the bulb itself should be unblemished. Healthy roots. If the bulb has roots visible at the base, they should be whitish or light brown, not black or mushy. Some dried roots are normal. Green growth. If you see a tiny bit of green at the top, that's actually a good sign. It means the bulb is ready to grow. The red flags. Avoid these. Soft spots. Any mushiness indicates rot. Walk away from these bulbs. Mold or mildew. White fuzzy growth, black spots, or any discoloration on the bulb surface suggests disease. Red blotches or cankers. Small red or pink spots can be normal superficial markings, but large red areas, especially with raised or elongated cankers, indicate red blotch disease, a fungal infection. The fleshy layers inside should be white if you can inspect them. Damaged or wounded areas. Cuts, bruises, or obvious injury sites can be entry points for disease. Extremely dried out bulbs. While dormant bulbs are naturally dry, they shouldn't feel paper-light or completely desiccated. If you're shopping in person, don't be shy about inspecting bulbs carefully. If you're ordering online, buy from reputable sellers who guarantee disease-free bulbs. It's worth paying a bit more for quality. Before we move on to amaryllis varieties, please like and subscribe. I love making these instructional garden videos for you. Remember those 500 varieties? Now for the fun part, choosing yours. Amaryllis comes in an incredible range of colors, forms, and sizes. Let me break down the main categories. Single-flowered varieties are the classic amaryllis most people picture. Each flower has 6 petals in a single layer, creating that iconic trumpet shape. They're reliable, spectacular, and bloom beautifully. Popular singles include Red Lion, classic deep red, absolutely stunning. Apple Blossom, white with soft pink blush, introduced in 1954 and still a favorite. Minerva, red with white striping, very striking. Ferrari, velvety, rich red blooms. Double-flowered varieties have multiple layers of petals, sometimes 4 to 5 layers, creating full ruffled blossoms. They're incredibly luxurious looking. Popular doubles include Double Dragon, deep red-orange with extra petals, stunning. Aphrodite, white petals edged with red, absolutely gorgeous. Dancing Queen, red and white petals in whirling layers. Maryland, double white with faint green undertones. Nymph varieties are a special class bred for exceptionally large flowers on very sturdy stems. The blooms are nearly as wide as the pot. Think dinner plate sized. Each stem is guaranteed to produce 4 flowers. Popular nymphs include Cherry Nymph with large cherry red blooms and Sunshine Nymph, vibrant coral with pink undertones. Cybister or spider amaryllis are the exotic beauties. They have slender, spidery petals that give them a tropical, almost orchid-like appearance. They're derived from South American species and are evergreen in warmer climates. Popular cybisters include Chico, creamy ivory with reddish-purple markings, Rosario, graceful, wispy petals and coral tones, Papilio butterfly, reddish-purple stripes on white, very butterfly-like. Miniature small-flowered varieties produce smaller flowers, but typically more of them per bulb. They're perfect for smaller spaces and often have a more delicate appearance. Amaryllis come in nearly every color except true blue. Reds, from burgundy to bright cherry. Whites, pure white to cream. Pinks, soft blush to hot pink. Oranges and salmons, peachy to vibrant orange. Greens, lime-edged throats and green-tinged petals. Bicolors and stripes, like Pacote with red edging on white. Some varieties are even fragrant, like Santiago and Misty, though most amaryllis aren't scented. So where should you actually buy your amaryllis bulbs? You have several options, each with pros and cons. You can choose garden centers and nurseries, big box stores, grocery stores and gift shops, and online specialty growers. My recommendation? If you want common varieties like Red Lion or Apple Blossom and can find quality bulbs locally, go for it. But if you want specialty varieties, nymphs, cybisters, or guaranteed jumbo sizes, ordering from specialty growers online is absolutely worth it. You've probably seen those trendy waxed amaryllis bulbs. They're coated in colorful wax and marketed as no water, no soil options. They look cool, but are they worth it? This is how they work. The bulb is sealed in wax with all the moisture and nutrients it needs locked inside. You just set it somewhere and watch it bloom. Their pros: no watering required, no soil mess, decorative and giftable, foolproof for complete beginners. Their cons: expensive, often $20 to $30 per bulb. Single use only. The bulb is exhausted after blooming. You can't rebloom them. Limited variety selection, and they're usually smaller bulbs. And then there are bare bulbs. Their pros: much more economical, $8 to $20 per bulb. They can rebloom for decades. Wider variety selection, larger bulb options, more sustainable. Their cons: they require potting and watering, and you need to provide proper care. My take? Waxed bulbs are fun novelties and great gifts for people who don't want to deal with plants. But if you're watching this video, you clearly have an interest in growing things. Stick with bare bulbs. You'll get more value, more satisfaction, and the joy of reblooming them year after year. Plus, if you want to try the stones and water method, you can create your own no-soil setup with a bare bulb for a fraction of the cost of a waxed one. Now you're ready to choose amazing amaryllis bulbs that will give you spectacular winter blooms. Watch the rest of my series on amaryllis coming soon. Until next time, let's buy an amaryllis and get growing.